These are channeled messages for Libra. We're doing this under the full moon. They're timeless, so when they catch you, there may be a message in here. There will be a variety of messages that I will channel through. Not all messages will be for you, so you may want to stick around to the end to see all of the messages in case yours comes later in this reading. My voice will fluctuate during the reading as I channel through my guides, higher guide, your guides, and various others. The reading, Libra, I read for how Libra's energy is affecting your house placement for Libra. So check your chart. We all have all signs in our chart, even if they're intercepted. So depending on what that house rules that you have Libra in, this is where that energy may be playing out, and these messages may be for you. With that, we'll get into the reading. We're going to ask for the most important messages for the highest good of all that need to be coming through right now. Dogs, getting together with friends. Some of you have isolated a little too long. That sense of loneliness, I will correct myself there. That independence some of you are feeling, you know there is nagging in you. And that nagging is saying that it is important to spend free time, fun time, simple time, and conversation and laughter. It is important for some of you to find a place where you can be with friends, be with family, even with your coworkers. Find a way to laugh again. Okay, I believe that's all the message I have for that. We'll move on to the next message. Don't worry if that did not resonate. We will be pulling several messages. Okay. Dagger. Fear, worries, tense situations. You've felt it. This is not something that's coming, you know that. It's something that's already happened. The thing is, who and what put that dagger in you is gone. Their hand is not on that dagger anymore. It is not a message you want. But that dagger is something you need to pull out yourself. You don't have to do it alone. Gather the ones that are good to you. Gather the ones you know can help you heal. Because when you take that out, that wound bleeds. That wound needs attention. I recommend before pulling it out, in this metaphor of a dagger, before you take it out, gather your support team. Be it spiritual, friends, family, professionals. I recommend all of them. Because this wound will need to bleed first. It will take time to heal. But the longer you leave that dagger in, the more the wound festers, and the more it will take to heal it. But do not pull the dagger out alone. That's why you've left it in so long. It is time to gather your team, your metaphysical medics. and then I've lost the channel, but the rest of the messages, once you have that in place, and there was a strong emphasis on making sure that this was, you know, people in your life, friends, family, potentially health professionals, as you feel comfortable with, and your spirit guides and so forth, have all of that in place. This does not have to stay. This piercing pain does not have to last, but as that wound gets addressed, it does need others, and gather in your resources for that, please. We'll move on to the next message. Hey, Stack. Karma. You will reap what you have sown. Yeah, there's that saying, needle in a haystack. That karma's a funny word. I mean, what is it really? Cause and effect, you know? But you're finding it. Like that golden needle that lets you stitch everything back together again after you kind of got slapped with somebody else's karma. You're finding it. Okay. That's all I have for that one there. Okay, let's move on to the next message, please. Grapes. Time to go out and have fun. I don't have too much of a channel, but I feel like the dogs card, some of you needed further elaboration on that. And that, yes, it is okay to go and have fun, even in serious times, even in difficult times. And it's what I'm hearing is that it's very important in those times to make sure that there is still fun, there is still laughter, there is still something joyful happening. And it's not a dismissal or a denial of the difficulties, the challenges, and it's not a disrespect to anyone's grief or pain or anything like that. But it's a reminder that even amidst the most challenging and difficult times of our lives, we can still take a moment to laugh. We can have a moment of joy. We can have, even while going through painful situations, we can have moments where we experience joy. And there is a space for that. And this is to remind you to allow that to come in, okay? Let those moments of joy come in. Okay, where are we? We're 8 minutes in. I'm going to pull from the Wisdom Oracle now. And I do have a tarot deck that I was guided to use. The Queer Tarot is here, which always gives us some fun stuff. And let's move on. You are the last reading I'm doing for tonight. It's getting late, so I'm losing a little bit of the channel strength. So I'll try to get what I can in for you, Libra. And as I say Libra, I mean wherever your house placement is. Okay. Most important messages for Libra for their highest good, please. And guide a clear message, please. Exchanging gifts. Small gifts are the biggest ones. Your kindness, your understanding, a little joke, even a little sarcasm. The smallest things. Okay, I'm actually getting a picture of somebody just like getting a cupcake or something really like something. How do I get this across? it's just a very small gift. Like, I mean, literally just like surprising a coworker with a cupcake or something, just because you know they're going through a bad time. Okay, that's for those of you who know someone who's going through a difficult time, and this is a variant probably of the little moments of joy that we just talked about. What's coming through is, if you don't know how to help someone in their struggle and their pain, you don't have to fix things for them. You don't have to have the greatest words in the world. I mean, just do you'll just know, because you know the person, and you know just that little, and for some of you it's like a goofy ass thing, and it doesn't cost much, and it doesn't take more than a moment or two to just enjoy that, and just surprise them with a little something. You know what it is. For those of you who just don't know how to help somebody in a situation right now, that's the message there, okay? Yeah. What else do we have? Mending. Is there a channel coming through to speak, or do I need to interpret? There is a group. Okay, I can't channel any one particular. For those of you who aren't sure if something's healing, no matter how much you work on it, there's actually several angels, guides, guardians that I can see, and that's what you have around you. They're very friendly. They're very gentle, and they're kind of in the background. And for a lot of you, when you were little, you knew you sensed them around, but you don't sense them anymore in adulthood. So it's important for you to know they're still around. If you remember in your childhood that you used to feel, sense, see, know, you know, that so-called imaginary friend that was really just like a guardian angel friend or something, or a spirit guide friend that you saw when you were young, they're not gone. It's real important for you to understand. They're not gone. Even if you can't sense or feel them anymore, they are not gone. They are still with you. There's more than one of them with you. You have a few of them around you, and they are being very gentle. They're delicately handling things, and they're saying it's okay if you can't see them. They're not leaving, and they're not making a big announcement in your presence, but they're working on things. And part of why you may have had a hard time sensing and feeling and knowing and seeing them like you would normally, if this is something you've continued into adulthood to be able to see them, they're kind of busy working, but they'll get back to you. And if you haven't heard, you haven't gotten that voice, that vision, or whatever, they're saying, we're working on some stuff to help you right now, and then we'll talk to you later. Don't worry, but we've got to work on this right now and concentrate on it, but we're right with you and we're helping you. All right, so that's that. There's a group of them. You have a group for those of you that resonates. I'm going to move on. We're at 14 minutes, 18 seconds. Okay. I'm feeling rushed. I'm feeling really rushed. Right here is the split. We do have the Justice card. It's not that you're wrong. And, you know, just being right, it really sucks when you're right and you can't get anyone else to understand you are right about it. But there's this thing, like, they have to come to their own understanding of truth. Like, just because you found truth first, you know, you can't speed up their path. That's theirs. So don't let their denial of the truth you found keep you from moving on to find your next truth. Okay. Thank you for that message. What else do we have? Magician. You know you have everything that you need. But the thing is, there's this want, you know, like we just want stuff. But when you have everything you need, the lesson you need to learn is that you have to use the things you have to create the thing you want. You can't just fucking buy it. So don't be sitting around thinking you don't have everything you need because you don't have that thing yet. You don't have that thing yet because you're supposed to use what you have to create that thing. So get working. Okay. Probably not the easiest message to hear there. Okay. Do you have one more to come through? I don't know if I can channel that one through again. I kind of feel like I don't want to because I'm like, man, you're a little grumpy. I don't really like channeling grumpy things, but I mean, that's like great messages that are coming through. But yeah, me trying to move my ego out of the way is just, I think y'all understand that. Like trying to get your ego out of the way so stuff comes through. Okay, there is more in this deck that needs to come through for you. Okay, let's try it. Judgment. You're fucking judging. Okay, this card is not for you. The guide that I'm channeling is kind of like giving me an FU and saying I'm judging the guide. All right, so my judgments aside, I know you have messages that you need to give to Libra. I will try to step aside, allow you to bring it forth, okay? The Chariot. Come on, get moving. You know, I feel like you're just sitting there on your ass. Are you? Are you sitting on your ass on a couch? Or are you sitting on your ass in the chariot heading in the direction you want to go? Because you can do it. And I'm not saying you got to get out there and get racing. But a lot of times, you're just sitting there and you'd rather turn on the TV or play a freaking game on your phone. When you could sit there, relax, be comfortable, and be working on something. So do both. It's okay. Just sit, be comfortable. But do something. Get things done. The glass of wine on your side, I know, that's fine. You want to sit on the couch, sip your wine, put your feet up, be in the comfy clothes and put your sweatpants on and all that. You can do that while you're still getting things done. They're not like one thing or the other. You can do both. So just put the phone away. Stop scrolling. Candy Crush. And get some things done. Okay. I can't really pull that through anymore. So we are done with this deck. We are not done with this deck. There's another. The Wheel of Fortune is here. And I will try to get whatever this message is through to you because I feel like it's important for some of you. All right. I'm probably going to translate because I can't channel through anymore on this. There's a different person coming through on this channel. Just give me a moment. There's someone else trying to channel through on this. It's yelling at me to show you the card. Okay. Or I'm just going to have to translate what I hear. And it's saying, don't you see it? Like, can't you see it? It's all changing. This is what you wanted. You worked hard for this. It's happening. Why can't you see that it's really happening? You are making the change. All that you've put forth to do this, it's happening. It's coming now. Look around. Just look in the mirror and talk to yourself for a moment and realize there's a different person talking back to you in that reflection than there was last year. And be proud. Take a moment to see how much you've done. Seriously, stand in the mirror. Talk to yourself. If that's what it takes for you to see the person you are now, not the memory of the person you see in your mind as being you, that was you last year ago or a year or two ago. Look at how much you've come along and you did it. You worked hard for this. Give yourself credit. All right, that's the last one that's going to come through on this. All right, so these readings are, I do all the signs and I do a general for each. I do the full moon, the new moon, and I do north node and south node. Like I said, they are for the energy as it's presenting in whatever house you have that sign. So you can check out any sign. If there's a particular house that rules an area where you're having trouble with, see what sign you have in it, and then just go check out the reading for that sign. And that might give you a little more guidance as to where to go. And with that, I'm going to end this. That's my last reading for the night. That's a lot of channeling through things. All right, so I hope that helped. If you didn't have any messages that worked for you in that, don't worry. General reading, you can't get a message for everyone, and I can only do a few short ones. Like I said, you know, if you're looking at relationships, you know, check out what's in your 7th house, so forth, so forth, so forth. You know, which sign is your 7th in your 7th house. Oh, God, I can't even talk anymore. Alrighty, those are the messages for you, Libra. And I hope that helped. And I will end the reading now. I'm wiped out after all of that. I feel like some of you have been working really hard and you're feeling kind of wiped out, or you just like feel like you have so much more work to do and you're feeling wiped out and how to get the strength. So a lot of compassion and love to you there on that. All right, take care.